Thank you, David. Thank you, One Voice Band. What a very special day this is. And without any further ado, I want to invite... What?
She came over and tugged on my jacket. Apparently I needed that.
I'm going to invite our newly licensed and about to be installed practitioners up onto the stage. So you're going up as a group.
No, in order. There we go. That's right. That's the right order. Yay.
I'm not seeing that.
And could we have our practitioners please stand and join us on each side of the stage here? There we go. So would you acknowledge these amazing individuals here?
Why don't a couple of you go over there?
Yeah.
And you want to be able to not cover up the people on the stage. So scooch over a little bit.
You're good. That's good.
Just, you don't want to stand in front of them. There you go.
A little staging going on. Been quite a run, hasn't it? And here you stand. What a joyous day. You want to say anything before we get going?
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the work that we do in the world, the lives that are changed, the healings that happen. We change the very molecules of time and space. And you guys are in the front runners of all of the light beings on the planet. And I'm proud to stand with you.
Very nice. And here we go. Delith Cavan Brooks, April E. Connor, Dakota Forgione, Judith Patricia Laniak, Virginia Ullman, Elizabeth Marie Tronier, and Janelle Tammy Varnum. You have chosen healing through the knowing of truth as a life profession. You have consecrated yourselves to this end through study and application. Now, do you dedicate your life to the service of others through the teaching and practice of the science of mind? I do. That was the correct answer.
And to those who joined these, receiving their licenses and installation today, you too have chosen healing through the knowing of truth. As a life profession, you have consecrated yourselves to this end through continued study and application. Do you now rededicate your life to the service of others? Yes. Yay. Good answers.
You're still up.
D, April, Dakota, Judith, Jen, Betty, and Janelle. Will you continue to study and expand your consciousness to become even more effective in your chosen way? And to the best of your ability, will you know the truth of each person in your life, especially those who come to you for support?
Absolutely!
So, do you think they've been conspiring? And to you who stand with these 7 today, will you continue your studies and expansion of your consciousness to become even more effective in your chosen way? And to the best of your ability, will you know the truth of each person in your life, including all your practitioner colleagues and these 7 receiving their licenses today?
Absolutely!
Clearly, you've just taken a leadership role. Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, has much to say about the work of the practitioner. Consider these words as you take this next step on your chosen path. The professional, mental, and spiritual practitioner is one who has dedicated their life, their time, their energy, and their intelligence to others through mental and spiritual means and methods. This is your calling.
Practitioners are those who recognize the power of mind. They definitely and specifically, concretely and consciously speak from their objective mind into subjectivity, and in so doing, give direction to spiritual law. The first requisite for the mental and spiritual practitioner is having a full sense of the sanctity of trust and the sacredness of each person requesting spiritual mind treatment.
The work of the practitioner is always done in strict confidence and must be kept sacrosanct. A practitioner is obligated to honor this trust at the same level that a priest is obligated when hearing a confession, at the same level as an attorney is obligated when representing the affairs of a client, and as a physician is obligated when caring for the well-being of a patient. This is a sacred trust.
The consciousness of the practitioner in doing spiritual mind treatment must go beyond words, statements, and phrases. It is at the center of all life and through the one mind that the practitioner does her or his work. Practitioners know for the one they are treating only absolute truth. Within their own mentality, they dissolve all false appearances and erroneous conclusions. It is through the practitioner's directing of the law that all healing is accomplished.
Ernest Holmes also writes these words to you as practitioners in his book, How to Use the Science of Mind. You must see everyone is moving in the light. You are one who is holding out a helping hand, gladly and willingly, feeling it the greatest privilege that can come to you. Out of your assurance that God is all there is, out of your knowledge that the law of mind in action will execute your word, you travel along the path of discovery for yourself and for others, sometimes blindly feeling your way, but always with the assurance that there is a way, a truth, and a life.
As you live these ideals, life is glorified, humanity is strengthened, and you continue to grow in greater awareness that all life dwells within the divine presence and the essence of the one Spirit.
I'd like to ask our practitioners to please take your seats. Thank you for standing with these. All of this that we have shared with you this morning being so, we now charge you, Dee, April, Dakota, Judith, Jen, Betty, and Janelle, to rise above conditions with every expression and experience, seeing only wholeness and perfection by knowing your life and all life as the life of God. And in so doing, seek always to embrace and embody the attributes of peace, power, joy, love, light, and wisdom, wherever you are in whatever you do. Through this knowing, you claim a clear consciousness centered in divine truth.
You gonna go get them? So as John goes to get your license, I want to read to all of us what they say. Centers for Spiritual Living, be it known through its leadership council, by virtue of the authority in it vested, has authorized and hereby grants the recognition of practitioner of religious science to Delith Caven Brooks, April E. Connor, Dakota Forgione, Judith Patricia Loniak, Virginia Oman, Elizabeth Marie Tronier, and Jonelle Tammy Varnum, with all honors, privileges, and obligations thereto appertaining. Yes!
That's what it says. So now it's time to do stoles. These practitioner stoles represent your commitment of service to this community and to all people who seek spiritual guidance, clarity, and support. Therefore, by the consciousness of all the great revealers of truth who have come before you, by your diligent work and by your desire to serve the world in this way, we bestow upon you, each of you, this stole and recognize you as a practitioner of religious science.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done.
Let's go inside your hands. There you go. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I understand hair.
Congratulations.
And every Christ needs a little frankincense anointing. And so I bless you, D, with clarity and an open heart and a servant's life. And I bless you, April, with clarity and open heart and a life of service. I bless you, Dakota, with clarity and an open heart and a life of service. And I bless you, Judith, with clarity, an open heart, and a life of service. I bless you, Jen, with clarity, an open heart, and a life of service. I bless you, Betty, with clarity, an open heart, and a life of service. I bless you, Jonelle, with clarity, an open heart, and a life of service.
I hold in my hand the wing feather of a great eagle who flew across the great plains of this continent. Remember, there's the eagle that flies the highest and sees the farthest of all beings. So you join the eagle in flight today. And I know that everything that you need, you have. And that the perfection of your life shines forth for all to see and all to know. And that great spirit shines brightly as you in everything that you do. And the truth of you is still being revealed every single day. May your light shine clear in all that you do this day and forevermore. And may you stand as the great example for all of us to see the power of thought and the good work that is done here. And may you be the blessing that you truly are, and may that be revealed through the good work you do in this place. And your light shines so bright. And I am so grateful for who you are and what you bring to all of us. So I'd like all of you to take one step forward. So let's get all of this here. So we release you from anything that has come before that no longer serves you. You are the good one that does this good work. You release that completely. Let me squeeze by you here. Just a little bit. Okay, back up. And that you may see these who you are here to serve in all that you do, and all those yet to come who are looking for the truth of life that you found, who are looking for the truth that is always and forever, that they may have what you have in that deep understanding and intimate knowing of the divine, no matter what. Yes, and all is well.
Oh. So Dee, April, Dakota, Judith, Jen, Betty, and Jonelle, congratulations and welcome into the family of licensed religious science practitioners at Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. Welcome home. You can get down now.
Yeah. Any support? You got it? You got it? Okay. All right.
Good morning. My name is Deleith Cavan Brooks, but you can call me Dee. March the 23rd, 2008, I walked through the doors of this center, and it was Easter Sunday. There were no lilies in the stained glass windows. There were no, what is it? I've forgotten. No, it is Up from the Grave He Arose, and the Alleluia chorus that you stand for 15 minutes. There was none of that. But it was the best Easter I had ever had. Sandy Myers sang The Rose, which was a very near and dear song to my heart because I attempted to sing it for the senior talent show when I graduated from nursing school and didn't do nearly as well as she did, let me just say. This place is my home, and you are my people and my family. It is with an immense sense of gratitude that I thank my dear wife, Chris Anderson. She had something different in mind when she told me when we were colleagues that she could help me find inner peace and balance. And I'd been looking for it on all of the shelves of all of the Walmarts across North Carolina, had not found it. It wasn't for sale. She had a little bit different idea in mind, and I didn't. I wanted what she had. And so I have joined her on this journey called life and love. And her example as a practitioner sparked within me a desire to do the same. My dear, dear children, Blair, Brittany, Blake, spouses Brian, Andrew, and a Brittany, another special Brittany. You have supported me in all that I have done, in all of the changes that occurred in your life as well as in mine. You have supported me and you have loved me, and for that I am so grateful. Cheryl Ward and Ellen Vale, thank you. Your support through all of life's journeys, especially this one, has cemented forever that spot of BFF. My family, Devadney, Aaron and Mark, K2, Mike and Jan, Letty, Sophia and Joe, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And most of all, thank you for the fun. And my dear, dear, dear mother-in-law, mother-in-love, who is in this room. Can you all feel her? Can you feel her spirit? I do, and know that she is here. And to my teachers, Kate, Lissa, and my ministers, Barbara and John. You are the reason that I am standing on this stage. Thank you. I love you all dearly. I am here to be of service to you. I am getting the "it's time to get off" sign. So thank you. Thank you all, each and every one.
Good morning. I'm April Connor, and I was always going to be on this stage. I did practice this. I walked into this building the last day of December in 2014. This was the home I was looking for. My membership class, I remember saying to John and Barbara that I'm a Buddhist witch for Christ. And John said, we absolutely have one more spot for one of those. I am so amazingly grateful for this journey and for all of the divine beings that supported me on this way, on this path. There are so many in this room and so many that aren't. I am so deeply grateful for this center. For John and Barbara, for Lissa, for Kate. I am so very grateful for Jody and Tom and Chris. I am grateful for David T. Smith, Jr. And I am so blessed and grateful to have journeyed with these magnificent women, these powerful, strong, teachers of mine, each one of them with incredible strength and wisdom and joy. This is my passion. This is what I came here to do. I am so grateful to be of service to this community. I am so grateful to be standing here. Thank you.
My name is Dakota Forgione, and I am honored to be presenting myself as a newly certified religious science practitioner. I love this work. This has been the point of my journey. I have spent many years, and I can say without question that the greatest adventures of my life have been the unfolding of my spiritual journey. I've always called it the great work because it is the most important work in my life. The foundation, the bedrock of this work is the truth that I am a divine being, that each and every one of us is spirit in form, that our consciousness and our energy creates the nature of our reality. Stepping into this truth can be a bit daunting because there is nobody to save you but yourself. It is also, to a certain extent, an alone journey because each one of us has to choose to look at that spark of the divine within. We have to make the choice to foster it. But once we begin to make that choice, once we begin to fire that flame of the divine, what we come to understand is that we are all connected. That the divinity that lives within me is the divinity that lives within you. That same power created everything, the entire cosmos. And in that truth, I know that the work that I do changes the fabric of all reality. And that is the work of a practitioner. And my commitment to you is to stand in service by your side, knowing with absolute conviction that you are a creative, powerful, spiritual being. And whatever you dream, whatever you desire, is yours to have and to experience. I love you all. And I am so grateful for those that helped me on this journey. To my love, Deborah Pearl, who spent 32 years loving me unconditionally. Thank you, I love you. To Barbara and John, you are committed and dedicated, and you have created the best center ever. You've changed thousands of lives. Thank you. To Lissa and Kate. Kate, you are an awesome practitioner and an inspiration and a fantastic teacher. To Sherry Free, thank you for getting me into Prac 1 with Barbara. And to all of you for facilitating my journey and for each and every day and every week being an inspiration to me. I am grateful to be of service. Thank you.
Oh. Hi. I clean up pretty good, don't I? Wow. There's so many to thank. All of you, my family. Literally 5 years ago, this month, I came to this town, this place, this center, to join my spirit tribe, Deb Love, Mary Love, soon to be joined by Carolyn McGee, Rafaela Vaiso, who's here today, and Margot McGeorge. Truly a spirit tribe. And my star sister, Jill Gailey, and Tim. I'm beyond words, really. And there's Devon, of course, and we all know about Devon. She's been an amazing mentor in so many ways, with her love that she has for me and that I have for her, and just how she has guided me through this experience. And John and Barbara, you have set the bar high. It is an amazing center, and I am amazed and grateful to be here and to be call myself your student. For Lissa and Kate, how I love you both. I am here for you. I have changed. My whole life has changed since coming here. You loved me through everything. You're my family. I am in service to you in any way I can help. And you know that God is in the dog. And Deb Love brought her to me a year ago. And she's made an immense difference in my life. She reminds me on a daily basis to be patient, to be loving, to be joyful, and to have fun. I am here for you. I love you. I thank you all. And so it is. Oh my God.
I think we're okay. A little higher. Yeah. Good morning. My name is Jen. And wow, it is such a joy to be standing here wearing this beautiful stole, looking out at all of you and being with my fellow practitioners. I love you all. It was 6 years ago that I came to Asheville, and I thought I had come to Asheville for the music scene because I'm a musician. But when I got here, I decided also that I wanted to see if I could try to find a spiritual home. So I made a list of all the many places in Asheville I wanted to try. And so I started with place number 1, and it didn't really grab me. Went to the second place, no, not really. The third place on the list was a place called Center for Spiritual Living. And when I walked in these doors and heard that Sunday service spoken by Barbara Waterhouse, I have never been anyplace else. I was hooked. These teachings, which she so magnificently brings to life, grabbed me, and I felt like I had known them all my life, but I wanted to know them more and more and more in depth. So I started immediately to take classes every week, sometimes 2 classes a week, for months and months and years and years and years. And here I am now as a practitioner, and it is a perfect fit for me because I love being able to help people see the truth of who they really are. It is a joy, and it is also a wonderful opportunity for me to be able to give back to CSL Asheville. Those of you who know my story know that I have used these teachings, utilized these principles to not only overcome a major obstacle, which everyone said was impossible, but to far surpass it. And now, it is my passion to be able to help other people do the same. Whether it's helping people to get out of a place of feeling stuck, or get out of a place of feeling hopeless. I am living proof, standing with them to say to them, no, you are limitless. The world is yours. I thank Kate Grayson. I thank Lissa Rowe and John and Barbara Waterhouse for this amazing journey that has changed my life forever and has expanded my consciousness into the stratosphere. There are no better teachers on the world. And as you may have surmised by now, this class of practitioners is very close. We have a very special, intimate, physical, emotional, spiritual soul bond that will last forever. And I love you all. And I'm so grateful to be joining this illustrious group of already licensed practitioners at CSL Asheville. It is my honor. And it is my honor to give of service to CSL Asheville, to be of service to the world, and to help people see the truth of their being. And I really look forward to providing service to all of you. I also want to thank you for giving of your time today to come here to be present and supportive for us and to participate in this very joyous celebration. Thank you.
I think we need to. That's better. I was born Elizabeth Marie Tranier. Nobody has ever called me Elizabeth. I've always gone by Betty. But I was raised in the Catholic Church. Now I know that Elizabeth means dedicated to God. That's what the name means. So I always felt that I would be here in service to God. But I didn't particularly like the God from the Roman Catholic Church. That was this old man on a cloud looking down at me, making judgments of me all the time. I knew that God couldn't possibly be a man of judgment. So I spent most of my life looking for that God of love. It took me a long time to find that it's within me. So over the years, I learned a lot through 3 failed marriages, and excuse me, 3 isn't always the best one, like Barbara says. So, and then I found my partner in life, Troy. It made the whole difference in the world. But one of the things that I needed to learn through the years was that I couldn't possibly love anyone enough until I learned to love myself. That was a very difficult and long journey. Some of you might have heard the story, but I'm going to share it with you anyway about how Troy and I ended up in Asheville. We had gone and visited some friends in Phoenix, and when we left Wisconsin, which is where we're from, it was 0 degrees out. When we got to Phoenix, it was 75 degrees at 5 o'clock in that evening. So on the way back, Troy turned to me and said, you know what? When I retire, I want to move someplace that's a little warmer. And I agreed with him, but we had several discussions over time and realized that his mother was from North Carolina, and we wanted to check out North Carolina. And we decided on a Thursday we should come down and check it out. We came down on Friday, and during the trip, I was looking on my phone to see if there was a Science of Mind church here, because it was one thing that we had just learned a little bit about, but weren't able to join any because there wasn't any where we lived. And then I found John and Barbara. And I thought, that would be an interesting place to check out. So without any real plans, when we woke up on Saturday morning, we looked at each other and said, what would you like to do? And I said, you know, I think I'd like to go and at least drive by the Science of Mind church to see, get a feel for it. Well, wouldn't you know, when we drove by, there's a sign out front that said, Holistic Health Fair. Well, I'm into holistic health. What are the possibilities of that being a coincidence? So we drove in, we came in, we heard the bowl ceremony. Oh, it made my heart vibrate. And we met John, we met some of the practitioners, we met some of the people that work in the area in holistic health. And after about a half hour, we just looked at each other without discussion and said, we found home. So after several months, we moved down here. Unfortunately, we got here in September, and I was a few weeks late in order to start the practitioner classes with Barbara and John. So I had to wait 2 years, and very impatiently I waited until I got into class. And I found the class was very interesting, very eye-opening, because again, I found out that it was important to forgive people. And one of the hardest persons you learn to forgive is yourself. But I did, and I found that within that forgiveness, it comes with power, it comes with grace, and it comes with a lot of inner knowing that, yes, God is deep within us. So in my journey, it's been a real rough one, but it's also been a very pleasurable one. And in that, I would like to thank Barbara and John for their wonderful guidance, many of the other practitioners, my fellow practitioners, as well as the ones that were with us with Prac 1. Kate Grayson, and also like to thank Lissa Rowe, who is not here. But I would mostly like to thank all of you for being here and being part of my family, because I finally found out that I am home, and I'm here to serve you. I told Barbara and John that I feel like I have so much love in my heart to share, so I'm opening my heart to you, and I'm scattering it among you all, so that you can come at any time, and I can take out my bag of magic tricks and do whatever I can to help you be healthy, happy, and whole. And so it is. Thank you.
Yeah, I know what to do. There you go. Oh, heck. Hello. My name is John L. Varnum, licensed practitioner. Yeah. Now, I started this journey about 18 years ago. And at the same time, I was going through my recovery thing. So my sponsor at that time brought me here because she knew I needed something different. She knew the truth about me before I knew about myself. And the first person that I saw on stage was John. And he said, "You are God." And I said, "Y'all are crazy." But I kept coming back. I kept coming back because something stuck. I didn't know what it was, but something stuck. And as time went on, I had to grow because there was something that I needed to know about myself that I had to grow. But here's the kicker. I had to take action in order for it to grow. This is not a lazy teaching. You have to take action. And I did that. And it got me here. Now, this journey, becoming a licensed practitioner, was like 11 years in the making. Barbara says I'm a slow burner. I need to correct her. I'm a slow cooker. Because I have to take it very slow. You know, from the outside going, it's just got to absorb. And when it happens too quickly, I lose too much. You know, but that was okay. It is what it is. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for this teaching, for teaching me who I am. And I'm grateful for those who knew it, who believed it before I did, and told me to stay in there until I get it. And that was John and Barbara, Alyssa, and Kate. You know your nickname, but I can't say it. And to my mentor, who knew when there was times I just wanted to give up, knew exactly what to say. Because as spiritual as we are, I'm still in this human body, and I got to deal with that too. But that's okay. I am here to be of service. I'm here to be of service because I know it takes action to get what you want, and love and trust and believing in yourself. I believe in me. I believe in you, and that's just the way it is. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. You know, we're changing the world. We got our website statistics in for July. We had 145,000 pages opened on our website in July. A page is a video, a class, a book, 145,000. And we have such a good, solid base here of practitioners, of students that are walking their talk, of people who are creating the best lives ever, that we can reach out and change the world. Hi, I'm Barbara Waterhouse.
And I'm John Waterhouse. Thank you for watching this message today.
Through our website, CSLAsheville.org, we have over 1,000 messages, classes, and New Thought books, all to download at no charge to anyone.
Producing this incredibly valuable collection of ideas is really making a difference in the world. It's changing lives everywhere.
Please go to our website, CSLAsheville.org, and click the Donate button. You can support this life-changing ministry, and when you do, we'll send you a note of thanks and also put you on our daily prayers.
By doing this, you're helping to raise the consciousness of people across the entire globe. We're changing lives together, those lives that are being more prosperous, more healthy, and more joyous. Thank you for being a part of this important work and supporting what we do here at CSL Asheville.
Thank you.